I think I found the largemouth or something. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, guys. Oh my goodness. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Going into ice fishing season this year, I honestly did not know what to expect because I usually never really catch anything through the ice, maybe just a few little micro perch here and there, but honestly that's about it. But this year I was determined to figure something out. So my first trip this season really caught me off guard, and I did have a transducer this year. Big thanks to you guys. It wouldn't be possible without you guys because I actually used all the money I made off TikTok last year to buy that transducer, so I really appreciate all your guys' support, and you're really funding my trips and allowing me to do more things and buy more equipment and just make better content for you all. So I just want to thank you all for that. Now let's get back to the video. Just wanted to thank y'all. So having that transducer definitely really helped a lot because my first trip out on the ice, I think I caught about 15 yellow perch, and normally it's a blessing to even catch one fish out there on Walled Lake. So to catch 15 was just absolutely insane start to the year, but I was determined to keep on figuring out better bites to help me catch some even bigger fish maybe. But really that first trip gave me some hope for the rest of the year that I was able to actually start figuring out some new bites with the transducer. I could see the depth if there's some seaweed or not, and I was able to start to figure out some things, so I thought that would really help me, and it gave a lot of hope for the rest of the season. The next few trips, I just continued to catch little perch and some bluegill, but I was able to see some other people I was with catch a bass and a pike, and that really started to motivate me even more to start to figure out how to catch those fish. So after I saw those people catch a bass and pike, they were using like shiners and stuff on tip-ups. So what I decided to do was the next trip I went out, I went to the bait store early in the morning, bought a bait bucket, bought some minnows, and went out to Walled Lake in hopes to catch my first ever pike through the ice. And this started off to be kind of a grueling trip. I was out there for about 4 hours, and I was catching nothing. Like, I couldn't even catch perch or anything. I was just losing all hope. But then out of nowhere, I see my flag go up, and here's what happened.
Flag! Oh, I'm slipping. There's a flag. Oh no. Gosh. It's running. It's running. It's running. It's running. Something's got it. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. No way. I got something. Oh my gosh. What is it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, is it even gonna fit through the hole? It's a pike, it's a pike. It's a northern. It's a northern, guys. Oh my gosh, let's go! Let's go! Thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to catch this pike. Dude, look at that thing!
I had finally done it. I caught my first ever pike through the ice on a tip-up. Even though in that moment I felt super good and it was super successful to finally catch my first ever pike through the ice, I was not done there. I still wanted to go catch a largemouth bass through the ice because I've never done that yet. But after a few more trips of just catching a bunch of little panfish and stuff like that, some bluegill, I was just sitting at home one day. I wasn't really doing anything. I didn't have anything to do. I looked outside. Complete snowstorm. It was a blizzard. It was supposed to snow the whole day. Extremely windy. But something in me was just like, I'm going fishing today. And I did just that. I went out to the bait shop, got some minnows, and headed out to the lake. And the roads were covered in snow. I was like slipping around. I had to go like 20 miles under the speed limit so I didn't like crash. But somehow I was able to make it to the lake. Thank God for that. After about 2 false flags and hours of regret, one of my flags went off again and I had zero hope that it was a fish. But I ran over there anyways, started pulling, and I actually felt a fish this time. And this is what I caught.
Oh, it's moving. Oh yeah, I got something. I got something. Yes, sir. Come here, what is it? It's a bass. Let's go. I got a largie, guys. No way. Yes, dude. I got a largie. No way. I just caught a largie through the ice. That's the first ever largemouth, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. Let's do it, mate. Look at that shiner just down his throat.
It was by no means a big bass, but it felt unreal to finally make it happen. After 3 years of ice fishing, I was finally able to catch a largemouth through the ice, which has been one of my goals ever since I started. So I was scrolling around on FishBrain looking at some lakes around me to see if people were catching fish at some new lakes that I've never ice fished before. And I stumbled across this one lake that I barely have any luck in the summer, so like I kind of was overlooking it, but I decided to like just check it out and see what people were catching there. And this one guy was catching like a bunch of big bass and a bunch of pike, and I was like, hold up. What? I was kind of confused because, like I said, I really never catch anything there. I never have much at the lake in general, and even through the ice when the fishing's even more tough, I had very little hope. But I decided to head out there and give it a try. And that lake was just unreal. I've never had a day like that on the ice ever, like just catching bluegill left and right. I was actually able to catch my first ever bass on an ice fishing rod. Well, I guess I've done that before, but I got him. Woo! Look at I'm skiing him in. And up he goes. Let's get it. But like actually through the ice. Just going from struggling to even catch a fish through the ice to having a day like this, it just did not seem real. As the season progressed on, I continued to catch a bunch of bluegill, perch, maybe a few pike here and there on some tip-ups. You know, very fun to be able to catch those pike on a tip-up. But I still had this one goal that I wanted to accomplish so badly, and that was to catch a pike on an ice fishing rod and reel, because those fish just fight super hard in general. They're a lot bigger than bass, and they do put up a great fight. And just to feel that on a little, like, 3-foot ice fishing rod would be absolutely insane. I just really wanted to make that happen. But once mid-February hit, the ice fishing just began to die off. I would go out for hours and not catch a single fish. I think I went out on about 3 trips and caught absolutely nothing. And I was really starting to lose hope throughout this ice fishing season that I was going to make that goal happen. And again, I find myself sitting at home one day, not doing anything, just getting that gut feeling that I needed to go fishing. But this time, it wasn't a snowstorm. It was actually about like 50 degrees and pretty warm. So I was like, yeah, I definitely have to go. So I got my stuff ready, headed out to the lake, and started fishing. But the crazy thing was that for some reason, I decided to bring this lipless crankbait. And I don't know why, but I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab a lipless crankbait and try to jig that and see what happens. Because throughout the whole season, I was using like blade baits and jigging wraps and spoons and stuff like that, trying to catch one on a rod and reel, but I just never made it happen. But for some reason, I went and grabbed that crankbait. And that day was actually really good. I began catching a bunch of perch. I actually caught my biggest perch ever at Walled Lake, which was pretty cool. But then as I was sitting there catching perch, I was like, I brought that crankbait for a reason. Let me start jigging that around. And it only took about 10 minutes of jigging that crankbait that I got this one pike to hit, and it was absolutely insane.
Oh my gosh, on the crankbait, guys. No way. I was jigging a crankbait and I just got a pike. Oh my gosh, no way. No way, dude. Dude, what is going on? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's a nice pike. That's a nice pike. Oh my gosh, guys. I was just jigging a crankbait. I didn't even have the GoPro on. Come here, mates. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Dude, this is insane. Oh my gosh, guys. To actually catch one on a rod and reel is so insane. I can't get him through the hole, mate. Oh my gosh, he's stuck in the hole. He's literally stuck in the hole. Oh yeah, guys. Would you look at that? No way. Dude, that's insane. Look at that, right on the lipless crankbait. Just jigging that thing up and down. Oh my gosh, guys, would you look at that? We just caught this boy on a lipless crankbait with a rod and reel. That is absolutely insane, guys. No way. I don't believe what just happened today. I honestly just can't believe it. This is such a cool catch, guys. Look at this mean little fish right there. That is so sick. And as soon as I landed that fish, I realized that I just completed every single goal that I wanted to accomplish during the ice fishing season, and it was just completely unreal. It was only by the grace of God that I was able to accomplish all these goals, because it was nothing that I did. Because as you guys know, I'm not the best at ice fishing, and I would always catch like just tiny micro perch like this, and that was just like the most like thrilling thing in the world to me for that, was just to even catch a fish through the ice. And just to see how far I've grown over the past 3 years of ice fishing is just really insane, and I just owe every single bit of thanks to God for this. So I think it's safe to say that this was my best ever ice fishing season, without a doubt. But as great of an ice fishing season as it was, I am beyond excited for spring fishing, and I cannot wait to produce some great content for you guys in this spawn, so stay tuned for those videos, and as always, fish with passion.